Welcome north of the border to Vancouver, Canada, where tonight Robert Redford faces his former team, and Vancouver tries to top Vegas for the first time in the opening of the Delta Dome. Good evening, everybody. I'm Cameron Irvine, alongside Paul Sarp, Rochelle Colston, Andy Hamilton on stats. You're at the Delta Dome, and we are at the Monday night spectacular portion of the week. How's everybody doing out there? Give us a shout in the chat, Vegas and Vancouver. I've been excited for this one, and so have these two teams, Paul, both coming off a bye with a long week 3 of games to get through. They're finally ready to get game number 2 underway.
Absolutely, and after having a bye week early in the season, to have that extra time but not have all that extra film to scout these opposing team is going to be a tough game for both of these teams, but I expect a great game from both of these teams. Is Vancouver hosting the Fury, trying to get their first win in their matchup. Las Vegas is 4-0 against Vancouver, and all games have been at home between this series where Las Vegas has won. So I'm wondering here if history is going to repeat itself between these two teams here tonight in the Delta Dome.
Vegas, welcome to Canada. Will we see more of Eric Price tonight? How many carries will Hubba Kimbrough get? Will be Robert Redford's revenge, or will Vancouver expose Vegas's weakness in the secondary? We're all about to find out. The ball's on the tee. Kick it. We're underway on Monday night. From the goal line, it's Doug Britton on the return, and Britton will break off a tackle and get to the 25-yard line. And that's where we will see Eric Price, switch thumper, also on the roster at quarterback for Vegas. If they get into a pinch, running back is Hubba Kimbrough, fullback is Brad Taylor Wright. They're a little light in the backfield, but not light at wide receiver. Neither one of these teams are. Mason Kirby, Doug Britton, Jacob Morrison, Prince Wonder, Barney Burner, Alice Itera. The list goes on and on and on. John Blades and Ron McDonough at tight end. A talented roster. Buried LA 2 weeks ago, 38-3. It's going to be John Blades in motion on the first play with Kimbrough in the backfield. 4 down linemen for Vancouver. Crowd loud and ready here in Canada in primetime as the handoff goes to Kimbrough. He is shut down after a 4-yard pickup. Marquise Reed on the stop.
And I'm interested to see if Hubba Kimbrough is going to have that extended workload like they had in week 1. 50 carries for 277 yards and 3 touchdowns. An impressive start to the season for Kimbrough.
2nd down and 6 at the 29-yard line. Hand off again to Kimbrough, running right this time, and that's going to be cleaned up by Zach Lay coming over to make the stop. So 3rd down and 3. Vegas sticking to what worked last week, now trying to move the sticks.
And Zach Lay is going to be a name we're going to hear a lot tonight. 9 tackles in week 1, and he's a player looking to help get his team their first win in season 21.
Hand off Kimbrough. He's got a 1st down up to the 40-yard line, so Vegas keeps it on the ground and moves the sticks. Vegas tonight in their black helmets, white jerseys, and black pants. Vancouver in their white helmets, blue jerseys, and white pants. Their defense includes Achilles Papatonis, Cabrin Womack, Michael Rury, Gerald Giudice, Josh Farnsey, DJ Woods, Marquise Reed, Emmanuel Blackman, Will Stern, Michael Lister, Zach Lay, Mark Lopez, Drew Hamilton, and JJ Winfield. Got all that, 1st and 10 at the 40. 2 backs and 2 receivers for Vegas. Play fake for Kimbrough, and that pass is caught. 1st down. Nice usage of play action there to Mason Kirby. Gets beyond the 50. Lay with the stop.
That was just a great play call there from Las Vegas as they're able to find Kirby there for 1st down. And in a young team offensively, Las Vegas sporting 9 rookies on their offense. So I'm interested to see how these young players all play here against this strong Vancouver defense.
Kirby is definitely the unquestioned veteran along with John Blades, as the handoff this time goes to Brad Taylor Wright for a 3-yard pickup. Vegas is staying ahead of the chains, hasn't done anything super flashy just yet. Vancouver's defense staying sound. That's what we saw a lot of in week 1 against Alamo City.
Taylor Wright with an early carry here against Vancouver. Didn't record a carry in week 1. So it's looking like Las Vegas looking to get him more involved here tonight.
Price, pass caught by John Blades. First down to the 31-yard line. A quick drop back and a first down for Eric Price. 2 for 2 is Eric on the opening drive.
And after going 13 for 16, 2 touchdowns, 230 yards, relying on the run game a little bit more to kick off this season, Eric Price still playing pretty efficient, not having to throw the ball as much as he did in week 1. Going to see here if Hubba Kimbrell's going to get the workload and give Eric Price time to be a little bit more poised back there throwing.
They flip it to him this time, and Hubba Kimbrell having to jump over. Bodies laying on the ground. There is an injured player. That is Zach Lay, who already has 2 tackles in this ball game. He was down, got hurdled over. Vancouver's defense still decent on the stop. Only a pickup of 2. There's a look at Andy Hamilton. Oh, my gosh. That is unbelievably cool. That was so cool. Did you see that, Paul?
It looks incredible. I'm hoping for Vancouver that Zach Lay's all right, hoping he checks out all right in the tent and is able to get back out there because he's a big-time player for the Legion defense.
2nd down and 7. Fortunately for Vancouver, they got a ton in the secondary. 6 other DBs still healthy. 2nd down and 7, 7:20 to go in the first. High formation, it's going to be Doug Britton going in motion, and he'll split out wide. He'll be followed outside by Blackman. Handoff opposite way to Kimbrell. Kimbrell gets a block. Kimbrell breaks a tackle. Mark Lopez puts him down. They actually call him short of the first down. Vegas may want to challenge that, 3rd and inches.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see the challenge flag there. To me, it looked like he did get that first down, but it looks like they're going to hold on to the red flag and try to get this first down deep in the trenches.
3-minute opening drive here for Las Vegas. 3rd and inches, trying to assert some dominance here, and instead it backfires. Josh Farnsey with the TFL forces a 4th down.
6'2", 241-pound, 2-time All-Star Josh Farnsey making a huge stop.
Oh,
and
no
we're
way.
going to see Las Vegas challenging there on 4th down, where it didn't look like he got it, rather than on 3rd down, which may have given them a first down.
John Bond trying to save face, Paul. I mean, that's the only explanation for this. Let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com. This didn't even look close to me. See the second angle here. There's no way.
Yeah, I just don't think he got there.
No way. Well,
It is overturned.
now hold on. Did they move the ball up to 4th and inches? Vegas at least keeps their timeout, but yeah, Coach Bond is upset because they basically put the ball where it was on the last play, and they gave him a little victory. I thought for a moment that Vegas might go for this out of frustration and anger, but Bond's going to do the wise thing here and try and get points on the board. That kick is up and good, and a long Vegas drive of 3.5 minutes, 10 plays, 52 yards, ends in annoyance as the Fury go up 3-0.
Matt Rage with a nice start to get an early lead against the Legion here. 3-0 Fury. Matt Rage setting the games straight here for Las Vegas early, and we're going to see the Vancouver Legion offense and how they're going to respond.
It's nuts that we didn't see that all week long, and we saw it last Monday night on those on that challenge, as that is returned by Chris Sinceri, and there's another injured Legion player, Rager, down at defensive tackle. Michael Rury and Gerald Giudice, the more valuable there. Hamilton looking at his bench saying, everybody else is good, right? 2 injuries early.
Yeah, the injury bug is definitely getting after Vancouver in this first quarter. Hoping these players are all right and are able to get back on the field.
Vancouver earlier this week signed Mike Newtones off the bye. Justice Blackwell was released. He plays center for the Legion, and you see him out there right now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line for Christian Brown, who starts the Legion offense. He'll start with a pass, dump it off to Lee. Lee breaks a tackle. Lee down the sideline and gets a block from his quarterback. Christian Brown came all the way out of the backfield to spring Logan Lee for a first down and more. Unbelievable.
And that's exactly what you want to see from your leader. If you're able to throw a nice little dump out to Logan Lee and then get after it and run down the field to make a nice block and help get some more yards on that play, that is a great block there from Christian Brown.
That is incredible leadership from Christian Brown. Austin Blanco also on the roster. May get some snaps tonight. Robert Redford, Logan Lee, Sawyer Stern in the backfield. We'll get to the receiving core in a moment. This time they flip it out to Lee, and Lee's going to pick up a couple. Solid open field tackle there from Max Jackson. The secondary is legit. Wide receivers for Vancouver: Zorro Lunar, Brett Killian, Chris Curtis, Chris Sinceri, Himothy Mossam King. At tight end, Stephen McMichaels and Abad Ruiz III. 2nd and 8 off the 2-yard run at the Vegas 46-yard line. 5:38 to go in the first, 3-0. Vegas has the lead in Week 3's Monday Night Spectacular on a blitz. That's a sack. A loss of 6 on the play. 3rd and long coming up.
Great defensive play there. Getting pressure on the quarterback and putting Vancouver into a 3rd and long scenario. After a couple quick plays to move them down the field, they're going to be forced with 3rd and long here and 14 yards to convert to a first down.
Slot blitz from Vegas, and now they're all manned up. They rush 4. Christian Brown stepping back, has a little pressure, and that pass is tipped away and incomplete. That's where Vegas wants to put you. Maurice Lloyd with the pass deflection, and the Vancouver drive will stall out. They are a tenacious defense in the secondary. Anthony Weil, Merrick Itera, Andre Tucker, Justin Reside, Mike Jones, and Max Jackson are in the defensive backfield. They also have Luke Swift, John Osiris, Logan Thornburg, and Maurice Lloyd at linebacker. A.K. Jones, Anthony Stover, Frank Stackhouse on the line. First punt of the night from the 12-yard line. Plenty of room to return for Britton. Breaks off one tackle past the 20, 25, and down to the 30-yard line. Doug Britton, an 18-yard return, sets up Vegas in decent field position.
Going back to your point on Las Vegas' secondary, to have 3 defensive leaders in Anthony Wayo, Merrick Itera, and Max Jackson, they have 36 combined seasons and 14 All-Star appearances behind the 3 of them alone. To have them back there in your secondary to help get these rookie cornerbacks up to speed is just a blessing for Andre Tucker and players like Logan Thornburg as they grow within this organization.
Quick back, looking for Blades. Second time they've tried to target him on that route in the quarter. And Mark Lopez says, I've seen that before. 2nd and 10 as he gets a roar from the crowd.
Mark Lopez is no stranger to the SFL either. Week 1 had 11 tackles, the tackling leader for this Legion defense, and making a big play there, trying to slow this Las Vegas offense down and try to get the ball back for his team.
2nd and 10. Chris Britton will go in motion. Price going to throw against a blitz from Vancouver. Picked up, that pass overthrown. Eric Price now 2 for 4. Looking for Kirby down the field. 3rd and long.
And it looked like he had a window to find Kirby there and move the chains, but unable to connect with his star leading receiver, and is going to be forced here to 3rd and 10.
4 wide, 3 to the left for Eric Price, and this offense against the dime. Boy, they are really mixing it up against Vancouver a lot tonight. Doug Britton goes in motion against the zone. Now a 2-by-2 look with Kimbrell in the backfield. Price to throw against a 5-man rush. That pass is caught. First down to midfield, Doug Britton with his first catch of the game. That's now 3 different receivers who've caught a pass for Vegas. Another Fury first down.
Eric Price doing a great job getting all of his receivers involved in this first quarter and converting there on that 3rd and 10 and extending this drive after an impressive 3.5-minute first drive. Las Vegas looking to take a little bit more time off of the clock and try to make this a 2-possession ball game.
Ball at the beautiful Vancouver V at midfield. Handoff. Hubba cuts it back inside, and Cabrin Womack shuts him down. Good job by the defensive front of Vancouver to force a 2nd and 8.
Cabrin Womack, an impressive force down there for this defensive line of Vancouver. 2 sacks in week 1 to start off the season strong for Womack.
Price to throw again against the blitz. That pass is incomplete. Deflected, I believe, by Will Stern, who may have gotten a finger to it. 3rd down, Vegas.
And luckily for Las Vegas that pass was not intercepted because it looked like nothing but grass.
Crowd getting loud. Defensive ball game just like last week early on in this one. Price to throw, dumps it off short. That was a mess. Josh Farnsey in coverage looking for Jacob Morrison for the first time tonight. Vancouver's defense stands tall once more.
And that's the Legion defense that we saw last season. Number 1 rated defense in the league. Stepping up, getting a stop, and creating an extra opportunity for them to possibly take this lead early in this first quarter.
This is a great punt down inside the 10, and it just rolled into the end zone for a touchback. Tried to dink it out of bounds, but couldn't get the bounce. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. 3:48 to go in the first. 3-0 Vegas. They'll flip it out to Logan Lee, and Lee is put down. That's John Osiris on the tackle, gain of just 2. Vegas's linebacking core been impressive early against this ground game.
They absolutely have been impressive, and to go up against Logan Lee, Robert Redford, the Hall of Famer, the linebacking core for the Fury definitely have their work cut out for them tonight.
3:20 to go in the first. 3-0 Vegas. Trying to improve to 2-0 and stay in first place in the West after Arizona's loss last night to Seattle. Killian goes in motion now in the slot. This is Christian Brown down the field, first down to the 40, catches it over Max Jackson. Stephen McMichaels, the tight end acquisition in the offseason, with the first down.
And what a pickup he has proven to be so far. The leading receiver as a tight end for the Legion offense in week 1, 5 receptions for 88 yards. A truly great pickup for Vancouver, and this is exactly why they brought him in.
First down for Van. Flip out to Lee, and Lee is shut down. They give him a yard. I wouldn't even give him that. Maurice Lloyd with the stop. Rare to see a toss play go for 1 yard in the first 3 weeks of the SFL season. Vegas does it again.
Just gives all credit to the linebacking core and defense for this Fury defense, able to get after Lee there.
Toss left. Lee dropped. And again, gain of just a yard. Anthony Wyo with the stop at corner. 3rd down and 7. Money talks, Paul. That secondary is legit.
Yeah, Anthony Wyo, highest paid player or cornerback in the league right now, making a play there, and there's a reason why he's paid the way that he is. He's a phenomenal player.
Christian Brown, 3rd and 7. Pass is tipped, and then a flag comes in after the deflection. It's a face mask on Vegas. That came at... So, pass interference cannot happen after a deflection, but a face mask can. Grab the face mask of the intended receiver, Paul, But because it's an incidental, it only results in a 5-yarder, and it's 3rd and 2. Crazy play.
Absolutely crazy play. I'm sure Vancouver is glad they were able to get that call. We're going to see the Fury here trying to get the Legion offense off of the field.
That's Austin Blanco, who I think missed Lee at the bottom of the screen looking for Chris Curtis as Vancouver tried to mix it up on 3rd and short. Vegas gets the stop anyway. 4th down. Wow, a wild series of events there over the last couple of plays for Vancouver, just could not execute.
Absolutely, and I like the idea of trying to throw Las Vegas off guard, but Anthony Wayo getting a pass deflection and getting the ball back for his team. Great play there on that drive from Wayo.
For all the league highlights, photo galleries, major and minor league stats and leaderboards, community content, and so much more, check out the league's website at simulationfl.net. Presented by Football Shift. Stay up to date and explore our past, present, and future. And if you haven't been paying attention this weekend to the website, go on to your mobile device or however you view our site and check out how we are showcasing game day and the weekend's worth of games. The partnership with Football Shift has been a lot of fun. First down for Hubba Kimbrough on a pitch, gets nothing. Marquise Reed with the stop, his 2nd tackle of the game. Man, this is just beautiful defense on both sides.
Absolutely. Marquise Reed having a hot start himself as well. 6 tackles and a pass deflection, already with 2 tonight.
Play fake, Price, there is a flag. Looks to be on Vegas. That pass is perfect to Mason Kirby, just past the outstretched arms of the defender. And it's called on defense. That is on Josh Farnsey for grabbing a hold of the lineman up front. That's going to be a decline penalty and an automatic 1st down for Vegas. Kirby with the catch, his 2nd.
Yeah, great throw there from Eric Price, now 4 of 8 on the day. 60 yards, looking to just get in his groove and drive the Fury down the field.
Price escapes the rush, dumps it off to Jacob Morrison to pick up 5. Coming in on the blitz. Pretty hot, but Price with the quick feet.
Morrison, now the 4th receiver for the Fury to record a catch. Eric Price doing a good job getting everyone involved.
Second and 5. Brad Taylor Wright goes in motion. Hand off to Kimbrough. Kimbrough shut down by Farnsey, his 2nd tackle. 3rd down and 3. Upcoming for Vegas. Price is 5 for 9. 74 yards. Kimbrough just 27 yards on 9 carries. His longest run is 7. Logan Lee, 7 yards on 4 carries. His longest run is 2. Likely the final play of the first quarter. Price, deep drop back, going down the middle of the field and overshoots Doug Britton, his intended target. It'll be 4th down.
And I'll tell you what, we are seeing some exceptional defensive play early in this game. The first quarter has been all defense, only seeing 3 points scored in this first quarter.
And nobody's playing bad. It's not a turnover fest. It's just been terrific open field tackling and more. Punt is away to end the quarter. It's going to go down to the 14-yard line, being returned by Brett Killian for the first time in his career. Gets the ball up to the 18-yard line. Fun stuff here on the Monday Night Spectacular here in Week 3. That is the end of the first quarter. Vegas 3, Vancouver nothing. This one living up to the billing. We'll be right back on SFL YouTube, presented by APM Music. As Chris Curtis would say, oh yeah, back here in the second quarter. Cameron Irvine, Paul Sarp, Andy Hamilton, Rochelle Colston here with you, your Monday night crew. Thanks to Mike O'Neill for his work on This Week in the SFL earlier tonight. Logan Lee takes the handoff, gets picked up and thrown down by Jackson, a 5-yard gain. Tyler Falk and Chris Curtis with the night off. Curtis getting a big honor from his work tonight and is in the city. So huge shout out to him. We miss you on our broadcast tonight, bud.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Curtis. Doing great work out there. Definitely do miss you here. Gonna miss you at halftime. We see the Legion looking to put some points up on the board here in the first half.
Handoff. Logan Lee's been the primary ball carrier in this first half. Picks up a first down, a rare one here in the first half of work.
Absolutely, and every drive so far for Vancouver has resulted in a punt. Currently on their third drive, looking to change the tides of this game and try to take the lead here.
Sawyer Stern was the lead blocker on that run. 3 receivers, 2 off the left for Christian Brown, who's 2 for 3 for 40 yards. Flip out Lee, and Lee put down pretty quickly there from Logan Thornburg. Almost every linebacker with a tackle in the first half, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, the linebackers for Las Vegas have been all over Logan Lee so far and just playing exceptional to start this game.
Christian Brown dropping back, surveying the field, has an open lane, fires to Chris Curtis, ball pops up in the air. 2 defenders trying to get to the football, ran into each other. That was Mike Jones on the coverage, but the ball flutters to the grass. 3rd and 8.
Mike Jones doing a great job there, just jumping on Chris Curtis as soon as he was able to touch the ball, just to force him to not have an opportunity to catch the ball.
Empty 5 wide. Zorro Lunar's going to cut across the formation. Vegas in a dime. Christian Brown to throw. Christian Brown has to escape to his left. Got a key block. Christian Brown avoided a hit. He is lucky he slid. It's not going to result in a first down, but Brown nearly lost his head. Vegas gets the stop and will force another punt on 4th and 3.
I know for a fact that Coach Andy Hamilton was on the sideline screaming, "Get down!" He did not want his quarterback to get sandwiched by 2 Fury defenders there. Unable to convert the first down, but thankfully he's not taking a hit there and possibly taking him out of the game.
Don't be a hero in a 3-0 game in the second quarter. Vegas' defense with another stand. They'll get the ball to start on the 28-yard line. Hey, Paul, you liking the game so far?
I'm loving the game so far. What do I got to do, Cam?
Please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Find them. Find them for me. I will fight them. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. 89 viewers right now, 22 likes. Come on, SFL Nation. Help us out. 7:57 to go in the first half. What a ball game we've had so far. A chess match of the ultimate. 3-0. Fury lead the Legion here at the Delta Dome. Hand off to Hubba Kimbrell. Kimbrell is wrestled down by Mark Lopez with some help from his teammate Emmanuel Blackman, but not before Kimbrell picks up more than 9.
And Kimbrell, an extremely strong runner, 6'2", 250 pounds. That is a force that is running at you, and that is exactly why Kimbrell was able to fight for those yards and make it 2nd inches rather than a 2nd and 3 or a 2nd and 4.
Hand off Kimbrell, got the first. Vancouver again shuts him down pretty quickly after that to the 41-yard line. I thought his legs were going to fall off in that game against Los Angeles, Paul, but he's had 2 weeks to recoup and recover. But so far it's been much more balanced out of Vegas tonight. 12 carries, 10 passes.
Absolutely, and after a 50 rushing attempt performance, I'm sure Kimbrell was in the ice bath after week 1.
Not much there again for Kimbrell. They're going to mark him for a loss. Farnsey on the stop. I think we've seen the 3 best run defense performances right here on Monday, Paul. DC
Absolutely.
last week and both of these teams.
Doing a great job stopping the run.
Price is sacked from behind. Achilles Papatonis as Vancouver brought 5. And the Greek Nightmare gets home.
Papatonis, the 6th-season veteran, 2-time All-Star, getting after Eric Price there, jumping on his back and bringing him down, just proving once more why defenses show up on Monday night.
3rd and 14. So far in this game, Vegas is averaging 4.2 yards a play. Vancouver, 3.3. Vegas is 2 for 5 on 3rd down. Vancouver's 0 for 4. 3rd and 14, 6:15 to go in the first half. 3-0 Vegas. Eric Price in an empty backfield. Price against a 5-man rush. That pass is off target. Can't even call it an overthrow. Barney Burner ran a different route. Both quarterbacks all sorts of confused. 4th down, Vegas will punt.
And that's just something that Barney Burner is going to work out through his SFL career. Being a rookie in the league, it's just some things that you pick up on as time goes on. And just a little overthrown there by Price, not able to both get on the same page. And we're going to see another punt. I know somewhere Cliff Allen is screaming something.
Killian on the return to the 23-yard line. I tell you, if Killian gets some kind of punt or kick return tonight, he'll definitely be screaming special teams. It's not a super chat, but it does deserve a shout out. AJPS12 says the league is really impressive. The professionalism and attention to detail is just incredible. It leaves me speechless. Great job, fellas. Thank you for the shout out, AJPS12. Literally the best part of my day so far. I appreciate you very much. Logan Lee on the toss outside. Picks up 7, wrapped up by Maurice Lloyd, who gets her 3rd tackle of the night. And that compliment extends to you, Paul Sarp, who prepares for each Monday night like no other. Thanks for being here again for your 2nd season.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to be here in the booth with you, Cam, to travel all over North America to all these different beautiful stadiums week in and week out. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Handoff Lee running left, and Lee is put down. Didn't even get close to the 1st down marker. Mike Jones on the stop to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the defense still holding strong. Both sides as well. The Fury defense playing lights out. Vancouver defense playing lights out. We're going to see here as Christian Brown tries to extend this drive for the Legion offense.
It's actually Blanco. That short down offense has come back out for Vancouver. 3rd down and 2. This time they're going to run it. It's Lee. He's got a 1st down and more. Logan Lee breaks away. 45-50. Lee down the sideline. Gets a 1st down. So the first time that Blanco came in, he threw on 3rd down and 2. This time they give it off to Logan Lee. Vegas not ready for it. 1st down, Vancouver.
And this is exactly why Vancouver selected Logan Lee in this offseason's draft, recording his longest rush of his rookie career here in his 2nd game. Doing a great job there on that play, getting to the outside and putting some life into this Legion offense here.
1st down and 10, 4:50 to go in the first half. 3-0 Vegas on top of Vancouver. Christian Brown, deep drop back. Pressure from his left. That pass is deflected. Knocked away in coverage by a defender deep down the depth chart. 2nd and 10. Brown is 2 for 5.
Great defensive play there, and as we saw, he said this is a no-fly zone, forcing a 2nd and 10 here for the Legion.
4:42 to go in the first half. Brown dumps it off to Logan Lee, and he's quickly brought down by Merrick Itera. This is a crazy stat or developing storyline, rather, Paul, here in the first half, because Vancouver's wide receivers have been targeted a combined 3 times with no catches. The Vegas secondary is winning that battle. Here we go, 3rd and 8. Brown out of the gun. Zorro Lunar gonna stack up close. to Curtis on the bottom of your screen. Christian Brown rolling around looking for someone, and it's off the hands of Zorro Lunar. He had it. Christian Brown kept the play alive long enough, but Lunar couldn't hold on. Now 0 for 4 to wide receivers, but that one not Brown's fault. 4th and 8, and another drive for Vancouver stalls.
Yeah, that is just an unfortunate result there for Vancouver, as they were starting to show some life and move down the field. Christian Brown throwing a nice pass there, just unable to get on the same page as his receiver. That seems to be the storyline here so far.
That punt gets a great Vancouver bounce all the way down to the 11, is where Vegas will set up with 3:50 to go in the first half. I didn't know what we were going to get tonight, Paul. I couldn't really get a lot off of Vegas, off of their week 1 win. It just seemed like they were just clearly the better team that week. I am thoroughly impressed from what Vegas has put out here tonight. Vancouver's played well too. Vegas 3 points better at the moment. 1st and 10 officially marked at the 12. Price going to hand it off to Hubba Kimbrell. Hubba Kimbrell's longest run of the night nearly picks up 6.
Yeah, just like you said, not a whole lot to take away from Vegas's week 1 matchup. Although they did play extremely well against Los Angeles, to be able to come out here and show that your defense is no fluke and only allowing 3 points in week 1, currently have allowed 0 so far in this first half.
Flip to Hubba and nothing. Josh Farnsey shuts it down. 4th tackle. He now leads the Legion. Huge shout out to Vancouver, by the way. Don't know if you notice, in between their numbers on the helmet, they have an 86 patch for Rich Pratchard. It's all the little details, Paul.
Absolutely, the little details. That's just awesome to see as a fan of the SFL, and kudos to Vancouver for throwing that little detail.
Price is nailed! Achilles Papatonis again comes in unblocked as Vegas' line whiffs. 4th down.
Nightmare for a second time tonight. Defensive leader for this Legion defense, getting after Eric Price for a second time and forcing the special teams punt unit out here once more. For a second time tonight, Brett Killian taking a pretty big hit, returning the punt, getting up slow, kind of shaking the hit off, and after getting hit by Max Jackson, I'm sure he'll be feeling that one after this ball game's over. It's looking like Vancouver is just maybe trying to switch up the tempo a little bit, maybe get Redford going. Logan Lee having a pretty solid start in first half, 57 yards on 10 attempts, 2 receptions, 24 yards.
2nd and 5, 2:03 left. Off of Redford's first carry, Logan Lee's got a first. 3rd and inches. At the 2-minute break, that may be worth a challenge, but I'm not sure if you can pull it off now. 2-minute warning. 3rd and short for Vancouver coming up.
Vancouver has 2 minutes here in this first half to put some points on the board, and they are looking a little bit more electric here on this drive, Cam, and got a 3rd and inches opportunity. Third downs have not been the best for Vancouver so far.
Points at a premium. The handoff to Lee. Logan Lee untouched inside the 20. Down to the 16-yard line for a Vancouver first down.
And that is just great blocking there for Logan Lee. And you just have to give a shout out to their early season addition, Mike Newtones there, just clearing up the middle of the field for Logan Lee to just run right through the middle and get into the red zone here for Vancouver for the first time tonight.
28 yards for Logan Lee on the run. It's the longest play of the night here in a 3-0 first half. 90 seconds left. Vancouver has all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time. Corners are creeping up. Wyo and Itera for Vegas. They flip it out to Logan Lee, and Logan Lee is shut down in the backfield by Lloyd. A loss of 1, or second TFL. You saw the defense creeping, Paul. They were waiting for it.
Absolutely, and you got to highlight to able to off of him and run first. Great job by him.
Redford inside the 15 to the 12. And I believe Vancouver is going to call their first time out of the half. Make sure they regroup for this next play. It's a 2nd and 5 from the 11. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Vancouver. Brown, 5-step drop. Oh, overshot. Brett Killian on 3rd and 6. And it results in a 4th down, just simply off target.
Yeah, Brett Killian running a great out route there. Beat the defense and had the first down. Just unable to connect with Christian Brown there. And we're going to see a field goal attempt, possibly 3 points rather than 6 or 7 points.
So you're saying there's a chance to win. Vancouver ties the game at 3 off a 7-play drive. His passing game a little out of sorts with what Vegas has presented them so far tonight. 3 for 9 for 42 yards in total, but I don't think Vancouver cares that much. They got points on the drive. No turnovers by either team in this first half. Both defenses have been just ridiculously good. And we are 3-3 knotted up.
Yeah, and if you're Vancouver, with the way that your defense has been playing, you got to take that last drive, only able to get 3 points as a win. As you mentioned, Cam, no turnovers. You're playing pretty solid football, but with the way that the Fury defense is played and the secondary and linebacking core for the Fury have played, for both teams even, has just been what we've seen so far, and just got to highlight the defensive play.
Hand off to Hubba Kimbrell, and he loses a yard. Will Stern's first tackle of the half. It just gets better and better.
Most definitely. Will Stern making his impact, getting in there for the injured Zach Lay. Not sure if he's back out there on the ball field, but hoping he's doing all right after that injury early in the game.
I mean, that's a corner with a 1-yard TFL. Incredible. 25 seconds left. Vegas slow play in this. They're not really in any position to get aggressive, although Price is going to give it a go. Oh, what a play! Oh, and then he shoves a man into the ground. That is a ridiculous play from Marquise Reed.
Wow, Marquise Reed, you are something else. Making a beautiful pick, trucking whoever's in front of you. Wow, man.
And then the finish on Doug Britton. Goodness.
Doug Britton, at the start of that play, Doug Britton did not know that play was going to result in him getting trucked over by Marquise Reed, as Vancouver in field goal range, 16 seconds on the clock, might be able to put some points up here headed into the halftime.
That's your Nice Hands catch, brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K 23. Now Vancouver has a chance off the first turnover of this half to get more points on the board. Christian Brown's pass is nearly picked off the other way. Merrick Itera stepped in front of the route intended for McMichaels.
Itera almost answering with an interception of their own. And wow, what a game so far. I know there's only 6 points on the board, but there's been some highlights that we've seen so far, and just both teams playing their hearts out so far.
Their secondary, man. They have lived up to the hype, and so has the rest of the defense for that matter. 2nd down and 10. They'll hand it off to get a little bit closer for their kicker, Robert Redford. They'll take a timeout. That's a pretty good call for Vancouver. Don't want to turn over there when you can take momentum and the lead into the locker room.
Absolutely. When they almost had a turnover of their own on that last play.
They're going to run another play.
Looking like they may take a shot here with 9 seconds on the clock, or they may just try to get a little bit closer for their kicker to take them into halftime.
3rd and 4, Vancouver getting greedy. Hand it off. Robert Redford inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now they'll kick it. Well, you never know, especially in a low-scoring game. That's another smart play. Don't throw it. Keep it on the ground. Now you take the chip shot.
Absolutely, and with enough time to take a chance to try to have your running back rush in for a touchdown isn't a bad call whatsoever, as chance to win's going to have a chance to take the lead.
And he got it. 6-3. Vancouver gets 3 points off the only turnover of the first half, which I can't even fault Eric Price for. Just an unbelievable play from Marquise Reed. Marquise Reed and Khalil Thomas this week with incredible one-handers at the linebacker spot. I still don't think anything beats what Ernest McCray did against Houston, but that may be just me, Paul.
Nah, I mean, every interception that has been highlighted on the pregame show, and we've seen tonight so far, just making the highlight reel in the SFL. And these defenses, they absolutely have came to play so far on the Monday Night Spectacular, Cam.
Doug Britton on the return ends the half. Well, that was fun. 6-3. Vancouver leads Las Vegas at the break. I'm not quite sure in 10 years I've ever seen a game like that in a first half. That was something special, and what a way for Vancouver to keep their head up, play the field position game, not take too many chances against this Vegas secondary, and take a 3-point lead in the half. They are holding Kimbrell to 3 yards a carry.
Yeah, and the Legion defense, to able to hold a running back who 2 weeks ago just had 277 yards, to only hold them to 44 yards, averaging 2.9 per attempt, is a phenomenal job. And I know it's a 6-3 ball game, but this might be one of the most interesting and highlight reel filled low scoring games I've ever seen in the SFL.
Vegas held Sully Richardson in the first half of week 1 to 2 for 13 passing. They hold Vancouver's quarterbacks to 3 for 10 passing. So in 2 combined first halves this season, the Vegas secondary has just shut it down. 5 for 23 passing have been their opponents, but Vancouver's going to get the ball to start the second half.
This secondary got paid, and they're playing like it, just doing a great job to start off season 21. And Vancouver got all the momentum in the first half, starting this second half with the ball.
Tyler Falk and Chris Curtis off this week. You get more of us. Paul Sarp, Cameron Irvine, Rochelle Colston, Andy Hamilton. And the Legion's home field, the Delta Dome, is hosted by Delta Flare, a startup company building video games and economic solutions for blockchain compatibility. Grab your knots and get ready for their premier title, Valor Rising: Quest for the Seven. Visit their website at deltaflare.gg for more details. First down at the 29-yard line. They'll start with Robert Redford off the left side. Redford drags Jackson before picking up more yardage near midfield and a first down.
Robert Redford was on a quest for 7 himself there on that play. Not getting a real big workload in the first half, but coming out here in this second half refreshed, rejuvenated, ready to go and get a first down for his team.
This run game starting to wear down Vegas just a bit. 1st and 10. Brown going to change the play. Vegas backing off. Flip it out to Lee. This time Lee with a little bit of space. Lee's got a first down and more. Logan Lee down the sideline to the 34-yard line. First down, Vancouver. This is a totally different offense in terms of production than we saw in the first half.
Absolutely. After some halftime adjustments, Logan Lee looking all shifty out there. Defenders not able to bring him down as he rambles on for a first down. And this Legion offense looking pretty explosive here coming out of the locker rooms at halftime.
Chris Curtis moving bodies out there, blocking for Logan Lee on that one. Lee now over 100 yards on 14 carries. 8:53 to go in the third. Vancouver moving, trying to make it more than 6 points in a row on the board. Christian Brown's pass is incomplete, knocked away by Anthony Wayo, intended for Brett Killian. Wide receivers now 0 for 6 against this Vegas secondary.
Yeah, it's just not looking good for this receiving core, this star-studded receiving core, just because of the Vegas secondary has absolutely shut down the pass game. Stephen McMichaels, the tight end, and Logan Lee, the running back, the only 2 players to record a reception so far.
6 in the box for Vegas. They'll flip it out to Lee, and the pursuit for Vegas was there. Max Jackson, his first TFL, loses 1, will set up a 3rd and 11.
And we saw late in the first half Vancouver start to convert on 3rd downs. We saw a 3rd and 14 conversion. Let's see if they're going to be able to capitalize on a 3rd and 11 here.
Empty backfield for Brown. 5 wide against a 4-man rush. Christian Brown going to try and run, and he gets hit by Frank Stackhouse way beyond the backfield. A 12-yard loss as Christian Brown was trying to extend the play.
And Christian Brown being hit by the whole house there, and that's Frank Stackhouse.
He didn't
putting
even
a
see
big
him.
hit on the quarterback. Just ran right into him. Wasn't anticipating Frank Stackhouse being there and unable to convert that 3rd and 11, and it may have taken them out of field goal range.
Yeah, got a punt now. Wow, what a stop. Stackhouse just at the tail end of that play beat his man. This punt inside the 15. Britton gets what he can out to the 20-yard line. Stackhouse and Papatonis now with sacks from their defensive end positions. And we've talked a lot about Vegas's defense and the struggling passing game of Vancouver, but Vegas isn't doing all that well either. 5 for 12, 74 yards and a pick as Price has become less efficient as the game has gone along.
Absolutely, and when you have a star running back in Hubba Kimbrell that you're unable to get going, taking a big hit there, it's proving to be the reason why Vegas has only been able to score 3 points. Just this Vancouver Legion defense, Season 20's #1 defense, proving why they were the #1 defense last season.
Vancouver against the run has been legit now. Back-to-back games, 2nd down and 12. Eric Price dumps it off. Kimbrell dragging a defender, that's Lister, to get half of it back. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, when there's a size advantage that Hubba Kimbrell has there, for Michael Lister to be able to bring Kimbrell down is just a great job, and it's what the Legion defense and the Fury defense has done all game long, and bring these running backs down.
Barney Burner in motion. 1 target, no catches. They're bunched up on the right side. Eric Price. Oh, fumble! Papatonis forced the fumble. A big man recovers it. Trying to get the first down, and he won't. He's short by 4 yards, and Vegas will have to punt. Papatonis with now 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Unbelievable play from Papatonis tonight.
Wow, just phenomenal performance so far, and we almost saw the 51 special there, trying to fight for the first down, unable to get it. Just an incredible play by Papatonis there, as the punting unit for Vegas is out once more.
Now I think that counts as a sack, doesn't it, Paul? Got
I
the,
believe
the
it does.
Sack, strip sack, forced fumble, but recovered by Vegas. Papatonis out of his mind right now. Brett Killian for the first time tonight with some room to return. Breaks past the 35-40. Brett Killian down the sideline, gets it up to the 46-yard line, and Vancouver continues to win the field position battle since the second quarter began.
And Brett Killian was fired up after that play, breaking it to the outside, throwing defenders off of him, putting his team in a prime field position to increase this lead a little bit more than 3 points.
(6-3) Still. Vancouver, 6:15 to go in the third with the football back. Vancouver's defense stealing the show. Out to Logan Lee. Not much there. Both teams utilizing the toss a bit ad nauseum at this point in the third quarter, and it's been more successful for Vancouver, no doubt, early on.
And what's interesting to me is between the matchup history between these two teams, Vegas is beating Vancouver by an average of 12 points a game, but only has 3 points through halfway of the third quarter, just not going to history between these two teams.
Logan Lee staying patient. He's got a first down past the 40-yard line and shoved out of bounds by Jones.
Logan Lee refusing to go down there. Mike Jones meeting him there on the sideline, and Logan Lee not afraid of Mike Jones, throwing him right back off of him as the Legion offense is rolling here, and Logan Lee over the century mark for the first time in his career.
There's a look at Logan Lee's updated numbers. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. I don't know how Vegas' defense gets out of this jam, but they just seemingly keep getting out of jams throughout the night. Logan Lee again, nothing on first down. Vancouver's first down offense is really starting to hinder them. They've been behind the sticks most of this third quarter.
Absolutely, and that was a great tackle there from John Osiris to be able to bring a red-hot Logan Lee down, and defense is trying to bend and not break mentality.
Lee again, nothing, and he's picked up off his feet. Mike Jones' most forceful tackle of the night, his fourth, 3rd and 9.
Vegas defense just holding on here, trying to keep the game of field goals going, and still no touchdowns here on Monday night. We're going to see here how Christian Brown is going to respond to this tight defense.
Stackhouse, top of the line. Christian Brown's pass is deflected, and they do it again. Unreal. Logan Thornburg on the linebacker. I think he was actually on the line, playing on the line, on the rush, gets the pass deflection, and I think Vancouver's going to have to punt. They are.
Yeah, and not in field goal range. Wow. Logan Thornburg getting the pass deflection. The 49th pick in this draft, just making an impact himself, and the battle of defense continues, Cam.
And a bit of a shank punt as well, so Vegas going to get some decent field position, but the average field position at this point, I mean, is overwhelmingly Vancouver, but every time you think that Vancouver's just going to take this and run with it, they have not been able to do so. Vegas just 119 yards of total offense, averaging 3 yards a play. Out to Kimbrell. Stiff arm. Kimbrell looking for the sideline. Got 8. Still his longest run of the night is just 9. 2nd and 2.
And that's a great play call there, and a great stiff arm there from Kimbrell to throw the defensive end off of him and to get 8 yards. Second longest rush of the night for Kimbrell. And for an offense who's been a little quiet here pretty much all night, a little more quiet, I would say, in the second half, trying to get something going and ignite something deep down within for this Fury offense.
Lopez's 5th tackle, 2nd down and 2. Price changing the play. 8 in the box for Vancouver. And Kimbrell not going to, they ran it to, Vancouver was all over that. They gave Kimbrell the first down. I wouldn't be surprised to see Hamilton challenge this every yard critical in this football game. No challenge.
Yeah, I'm just as shocked as
Terrible
you are,
spot.
Cam. Didn't look like he was able to get there, and not going to see the challenge flag as this drive continues for Eric Price and company.
3:36 to go in the third. 6-3 Vancouver on top of Vegas. Thanks to a Marquise Reed interception late in the first half. That pass is incomplete.
Wow.
What a just rock'em sock'em hit from Drew Hamilton. Second down.
Everyone on this Vancouver defense is getting involved, and Drew Hamilton breaking up a pass there that could have given the Fury another first down, and that's just another great defensive play.
Price now on third down is going to be sacked, or first down rather, sorry, as Marquise Reed gets the sack. Hamilton is hurt. Just a play after he got a tackle. Zach Lay, by the way, did come back into the game from injury, but now Hamilton is shaken up. Not that one, that one. Second and long coming up. Third down. I can't even keep track anymore. 3rd and 16.
Drew Hamilton taking a big hit there. Needed some help to get off of the field. He's going to go into the tent, and his day may be done, but might be able to get back out there on the field if his injury is not too severe.
6 sacks in this game, 10 completions. Hubba Kimbrell jets out wide with 4 at the bottom of the screen here for Vegas. Price back to throw. Price down the field. It is intercepted by Mark Lopez. Gets a block 30, and a flag at the end of the play is going to put Vancouver in the red zone.
What a great play from Mark Lopez to force a turnover in a game where the passing has just not been there for either team. Taking a face mask there on the hit, but setting Vancouver up once again in prime real estate territory, almost within the red zone. Up 6-3 with a chance to score the game's first touchdown here late into this ball game, Cam.
Surely we will see points now, right? Right? Vancouver's been knocking on the door all night, and honestly, I thought Vegas should have been flagged for a 15er on that one, and the toss is just not working. Credit to Vegas. They're all over it. Lee loses 1. Mike Jones with a TFL.
Going back to that interception, Cam, that's Mark Lopez's 58th interception in his illustrious SFL career.
Under 3 to go, 2nd and 11. Vancouver behind the sticks again. Christian Brown will dump it off. This is Robert Redford, and Redford, wow, really nice play by Maurice Lloyd. How many times have we seen in the first 3 weeks of this season, Paul, a linebacker just get run over by their own, just take a poor angle? Lloyd saves the first down.
Absolutely. These linebackers, we've mentioned it all night so far, and we just can't credit it enough because it's something we haven't seen this much of so far to start this season. Just playing great so far.
Brown, end zone drop by Curtis. He dropped it. Oh, this receiving core having just the worst night of their lives. Field goal coming up.
Yeah, and to have a receiving core to where you have 2 All-Stars who have both played 13 seasons, both making the All-Star game 4 times each, to not be able to get on the same page as Christian Brown and Austin Blanco tonight, just definitely not what they were hoping for coming out at home tonight.
Receivers are 0 for 8 tonight for Vancouver, but chance to win is 3 for 3, and it's 9-3 with 2:22 to go in the third. And honestly, the 6 points off of 2 interceptions, the difference in the game, and has been enough tonight until Vegas' offense shows they can do anything. Vancouver's going to win this game.
Absolutely, and it's chance to win 9, Matt Rage 3. We see Cliff Allen in the chat. This is his type of game, Cam.
You know, sometimes, Paul, you're seeing ghosts out there. Not Curtis. But you're seeing, let me rephrase, Vegas's secondary. I mean, they've just been all over the place, making things difficult for Vancouver. They're in their heads right now, and quite frankly, Vancouver's receivers are just having a bad night. And right now, it doesn't matter because Vancouver's up 9-3 with 2:21 to go in the third quarter. Brad Taylor, right, the fullback, goes in motion off the line. One on the play. Oh, they almost didn't get the play off. Eric Price with pressure finds Doug Britton. Britton going the wrong way. Are they going to give him forward progress? They will for a pickup of 6. That was a scary play. I thought Vancouver was going to get another sack.
It looked like it. And I'll tell you what, Cam, for Las Vegas, to be down 6 points, only putting 3 points up, but you're in a prime position to take the lead in this game. After a defensive battle, to only be down 6 is something you have to keep a lookout here as this game moves forward.
Hubba's got a first down, but I like what Vegas did on that previous third down, Paul, passing on an early down, kind of mixing things up. Hubba Kimbrell has not really had the night that he had a couple of weeks ago, just 57 yards on 19 carries with a long run of 9. So, the play calling mixing up here. Now Hubba Kimbrell takes a handoff, but Papatonis blows up the whole play. He has been amazing tonight.
He has been the difference maker for this Legion defense in a game where everyone on the Legion defense has played phenomenally. He's been the focal point of this strong Legion defense.
Yes, that was Reed on the tackle, but Papatonis pushed the lineman back to force Kimbrell for no gain. This is DJ Woods with an open field tackle, only a pickup of 1, so another 3rd and long coming up for Vegas.
DJ Woods, the rookie, with his 3rd tackle so far tonight, making his impact on this ball game as well.
Vegas is 2 for 9 on 3rd down, 0 for 4 since the first quarter. 40 seconds to go in the third. Vegas 3, Vancouver 9. 4 in the pattern for Price. Price against a 4-man rush. Price with pressure. Pass incomplete. Mark Lopez knocks away another. Pass intended for Wonder, his first target of the night. Vegas has to punt again. Paul, this defense is going to get exhausted. Their offense has not been able to extend for first downs much at all here recently. Just 8 on the night, 3 since the end of the first quarter.
Absolutely, and only a few minutes rest for this Fury defense as the offense already punting the ball back to Vancouver, who's starting to gain some momentum offensively and forcing the Fury defense to just stand strong in the red zone and in their own territory. And they have held strong up to this point in this game, Cam, but can they continue to do it for one more quarter of football?
This is one of the worst field positions of the night for Vancouver, and Andy Hamilton, our stats truck, telling us that J.J. Winfield has come in for Hamilton. Keep an eye on that with Hamilton out. Rochelle Colson also in our stat truck tonight. 1st and 10 on the 31, 23 seconds to go for Brown. 6 in the box for Vegas. Brown going to throw on first down as Vancouver mixes things up just a bit. Logan Lee is shoved out of bounds by Wyo after only a gain of 1. Brown now 5 of 14 with 4 completions to the backs.
Yeah, this Fury secondary, anytime there's been a little dump off to Redford or Lee on the outside, the secondary of the Fury have been swarming them and just playing absolutely picture-perfect defense in a sense.
Last play of the quarter. Logan Lee with some terrific blocking out front. Mike Jones is the last man to get there. Logan Lee's got the ball in Vegas territory. He has been the only guy offensively tonight to show up into this ball game.
The highest paid player in the league, Logan Lee, showing that he is no slouch in this league, and after spending a few seasons in the minor league, ready to cause havoc on the SFL.
End of the third quarter in a game like no other. 9-3 Vancouver over Las Vegas. You're watching the Monday Night Spectacular, presented by APM Music on SFL YouTube. Curtis, tell us what our rights are.
Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
4s, 12s, 86s, 68s up in the chat, if you please. Start of the fourth quarter, 9-3 Vancouver on top of Las Vegas in our closing game of week number 3. Plenty in the box for Vegas, and look at the push from Vancouver up front. Robert Redford picks up 8. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com, as Logan Lee is near a first down but won't get there. 3rd and 1 coming up. Max Jackson with his 9th tackle.
And this is where Las Vegas has played their best defense all game long, is here in their own territory. They have one more stop here to try to stop this Legion offense from going down the field and extending this drive a little bit longer.
Broncos in on 3rd and 1. Hand off, Lee running away from the blitz. That's a first down to the 24-yard line, as Vancouver will continue to bleed more clock.
Got to give credit to this Vancouver offensive line. Newly signed Mike Newtones, Michael Percoco, Perrine Barra, Mike Coverson doing a great job for Vancouver in helping Logan Lee and Robert Redford to the days that they've had so far.
8:45 left. Robert Redford has been getting a lot of yards before contact when he has had carries. His 7th, now over 50. Another first down for Vancouver. We're not anywhere near our 51.5 over-under tonight, but Van coming in as a 6.5-point dog. Has not played like that much at all tonight. Of course, Vancouver 0-4 all-time against Vegas, having something to do with that, but they have been the stronger team tonight, no question.
Yeah, the over-betters are definitely sweating here. They have about 8 minutes left.
No kidding.
In the SFL, anything's possible, Cam.
Killian going in motion. Vancouver still has not completed a pass in this game to a wide receiver. Being followed by Justin Reside in man coverage. They flip it out to Logan Lee. Logan Lee's got a block. Logan Lee inside the 5 and inside the 4-yard line.
Vancouver inching their way to the first touchdown in this ball game, and as you mentioned earlier, Cam, this Las Vegas defense just looks exhausted.
They have been worn down by a lack of offense tonight that includes just 8 first downs and 135 yards. Logan Lee is going to walk it in. Touchdown Vancouver, as Vegas is gassed.
Logan Lee making it a 2-possession ball game for the Legion and forcing Las Vegas into a kind of last resort scenario. The offense has been quiet all night. Eric Price hasn't been able to get going, and we're going to see here for Las Vegas how they're going to be able to respond in a situation where there's only a little more than a half of football left to play. About to find yourselves down 13 points. Unable to score so far. Got to get something going on this next drive.
Extra point is good from to win. What a drive. 8-play, 68-yard drive. Takes 2 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock, and now Vegas is in some real trouble. Now available, free to download. You can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K 23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com. Search SFL and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23. Retroid, the official console of the SFL.
Cam, if I'm Eric Price here, I got to be looking for my two primetime receivers, Mason Kirby and Doug Britton. 4 receptions between the both of them. If I'm Eric Price, I got to be looking their way here on this drive.
Two backs and 2 receivers for Eric Price. Deep in thought. 9 for 19 tonight. Price, clean pocket pass caught by Doug Britton. That's probably the cleanest pocket he's had to throw from all night long. Britton's 3rd catch.
Absolutely, and offensive line for Las Vegas here knows the task that they have in protecting Eric Price from Achilles Papatonis with 3 sacks tonight, a strip fumble, just playing his heart out, and a beautiful throw there from Price, finding Britton there for first down.
Flip out to Hubba. This time a little bit of space outside, but quickly shut down by Lopez. 5-yard gain. Vegas has time. Put together a 3-minute drive. What do you think, Paul? 2 3-minute drive? We're right back in this thing.
They definitely have time to score here on this drive. Even if they take up a couple minutes, they still have all 3 timeouts. If their defense can get one more stop and get the ball back for Eric Price, it puts them in a chance to possibly win this game by 1 point.
2nd and 5. Hubba is blown up again. Papatonis is putting in work on that right side. No gain. Farnsey cleans it up. 3rd and 5.
Someone call a doctor, because Papatonis is putting on a clinic tonight on Monday night.
6.5 left. 16-3. Vancouver slowly but surely squeezing every last breath out of Vegas. Eric Price escapes to his left, fires down the field. It's caught! Caught by Prince Wonder, his first catch of the night, all the way inside the Vancouver 25-yard line.
I wonder where the Prince has been all game. Welcome to the game, Prince Wonder, with a beautiful catch there to extend this drive. 34 yards on that play, and Las Vegas now creeping on the door here, looking to score their first touchdown of the game.
Mark Lopez slow to react on that one. First down to the Vancouver 23. 5:55 left. Price now 11 for 21 for $140. Kimbrell is hit in the backfield, and Farnsey gets his 4th tackle for loss of the game to go along with 8 tackles.
This linebacking core and just this whole defensive unit, now 9 tackles for loss. And Hubba Kimbrell, 60 yards on 23 attempts.
Price straight back, tried to hit Blades. That play worked earlier in the night. They go back to it, but not to be had. Blades, 1 catch on 4 targets, and now it's 3rd and 12. A field goal does little for you here.
Yeah,
Hamilton's
absolutely.
back in the game.
It's a must score scenario here for Las Vegas, and it looked like John Blades looks like he was getting a little flustered there on that last play.
Price to throw. Down the field, caught. That's Jacob Morrison's 2nd catch. 1st and goal inside the 10.
That's a huge conversion there, and a great pass from Eric Price. Putting
Nice
it right
route.
on the money there. Beautiful route, extending the drive, still in this ball game.
Wonder coming in on a crosser. Good balance from the Vegas passing attack. 3 catches for Britton, 2 for Kirby, 2 for Morrison, 1 for Wonder, 1 for Blades, 2 for Kimbrell. There's a look at Price's updated numbers. Not the best evening, no doubt, but he could take one step into erasing the doubters here. They'll hand it off to Kimbrell. Kimbrell pulls over a defender, looking for the corner, gets pushed out of bounds, but does stop the clock with 4:58 to go. 2nd and goal coming up.
And I like that IQ and awareness there from Hubba Kimbrell to break it to the outside, get out of bounds, stop the clock. We have about 5 minutes here, and Las Vegas is not out of this game.
6 on the line, 2nd and goal. Hand off, Kimbrell. Kimbrell cuts back inside, and Farnsey shuts the door. The 9th tackle, 3rd and goal.
And I think here on this 3rd and goal, the most crucial play of the game for the Fury, I think they may just look to get the ball into the hands of Hubble Kimbrell once more.
Britton goes in motion. Split outside with Blackman. 4:26 and counting. They'll run it to Hubba, and Hubba dives in and puts a shoulder into Farnsey. Touchdown, Vegas.
What a drive from Las Vegas there, Cam. Their best drive of the night results in their first and only touchdown of the night. And Hubba Kimbrell not afraid to go up and dive, putting his body on the line for that touchdown for him.
He almost got speared short of the goal line as well. And honestly, Vegas has all the momentum here on the road. Stunned, right? Crowd just trying to put him away. I would onside kick. I really would. Because Logan Lee's been running them over in this 4th quarter. Like, that defense has been on the field this whole game. I would stay with the momentum. That's just me. If you lose the game, you lose the game. But you were really never in it to begin with here, at least in the second half. What do you think, Paul?
Hey, I don't disagree with you, Cam.
Wow, they're going to kick it deep.
It looks like they're going to kick it deep and go against the onside. They're going to put their trust in their defense.
What the hell do
Still
I know?
4 minutes left. There's a lot of ball game left here to be seen, Cam.
From the 4, this is Redford on a return to the 32-yard line.
This Las Vegas team is one play away from flipping this game completely over, and they haven't been able to get a turnover yet, but if they're able to get one here on this drive, the fans will be silenced, and Vancouver's going to have to trust their defense. But first, the Fury are going to have to try to stop Christian Brown, Logan Lee, and all of the stars on this Legion offense.
Lee has been the difference maker. 1st and 10 at the 32. Brown going to pass. They mix it up on Vegas, and a receiver's going to catch. Zorro Lunar. How about that for some play calling? They totally fool Vegas and pick up a first down.
Vegas with the heavy set there, expecting Vancouver to run there.
What a play.
A beautiful throw there to Zorro Lunar, and an even better catch in between 2 defenders. You know you're going to take a hit. Doing a great job to hold on to the ball there after his first target resulted in a drop earlier in the second half.
4 minutes left. Now that they got Vegas on their heels, see what Vancouver does here. 3:53 to go. They go back to the bread and butter. Logan Lee gets away. Logan Lee's got a first down. Did step out of bounds, though. Curtis at the end of the play gets maybe a late hit. Refs didn't see it. No harm, no foul.
What a move from Logan Lee there. Going for a first down, extending the drive for Vancouver. Thankfully for Vegas, he went out of bounds.
Yeah.
The clock stopped. There's still 3 minutes, 47 seconds left in this 4th quarter.
That's the disadvantage of the toss. Getting out to the outside the numbers of the potential to go out of bounds. 1st and 10, 3:47 to go. Vancouver protecting a 16-10 lead. Brown back to pass, dumps it off to Redford, nearly taken away as Merrick Itera almost jumped the route. Redford does stay inbounds but loses a yard.
And we saw earlier in this game, Cam, Merrick Itera had a chance to intercept Christian Brown earlier, almost with another interception there.
2nd and 11, Vancouver staying aggressive. They know this game is far from over. They got to keep the ball moving. Brown going to drop to throw. That pass is caught by Chris Curtis. His first catch of the night. Vancouver making a statement late in this game. Vegas go home.
After only 16 pass attempts prior on this drive, we see Christian Brown putting his faith into his receivers who he hasn't been able to click with so far. And I like the play call there from Vancouver to try to switch it up. Las Vegas has been anticipating the run, and to catch them off guard and get a couple first downs off of pass plays is just a great job.
Killian goes in motion. Maybe he'll get his first reception. 2:45 left. Brown gonna throw. Brown off his back foot, fires into Killian. Killian breaks a tackle. Jackson does force him out of bounds, but Christian Brown, showing terrific pocket presence with pressure at his feet, picks up 9.
That was a phenomenal play from Christian Brown, sensing that
Best throw of the
the
night.
defensive line is right behind you, and to be able to make that throw on the run like that and getting Brett Killian his first catch of the game was just a great athletic play from Christian Brown there.
Man, statement drive from Christian Brown. Now Blanco hands it off to Logan Lee. Logan Lee breaks off a tackle. Lee inside the 15, but out of bounds at the 11. Lee's frustrated with himself as Vegas keeps shoving Vancouver to the sideline, but man, Logan Lee in this second half, Vegas just doesn't have the depth. Too gassed.
Yeah, after that play, Logan Lee a little hyped up, saying, "You can't guard me, you can't tackle me, you get off me." And first down for Vancouver, as this Las Vegas Fury defense is once again hanging on for dear life, trying to force a turnover and try to get back in this ball game.
$2 super chat from DJ the Myth. Now, where was this all game? No kidding. Brown now 9 for 18, 85 yards. Brown hands it off to Redford, up the gut. Redford picks up 6. Honestly, the inside runs into Vegas's trenches have worked out better for Van tonight.
Yeah, the Vancouver offensive line, interior linemen just winning the battle of the trenches, and just now Vancouver is over 250 rushing yards on the night. The rush game really proven to be the difference here for Vancouver.
2-minute warning incoming. They snap it to Logan Lee, and Logan Lee not going to get there. 3rd and 3 coming up on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Vancouver getting antsy there. 16-10. Vancouver leads Vegas. What a statement drive, Paul, from Vancouver. Vegas goes down and scores for the first time all night, and then they kick it deep. It's almost like Vancouver's offense was personally insulted by that fact. Now 3rd down and short. Blanco into the ball game. I formation look on 3rd down for Vancouver. Any score makes it a 2-score game. Logan Lee fighting for the first down. He is short. Vegas calls a timeout. Kick, right?
I would think that we're going to see a kick here, and a kick does Las Vegas no good, as it's going to force a 2-possession game here with under 2 minutes left to go. Offense is going to have to go down and score quick. They might have to take an early field goal to try to give their offense enough time, if they can return an onside kick, to go down the field and score once more.
A 10-play statement drive from Vancouver. Really their best drive of the night, just in how they move the football. Curtis, Killian, and Lunar all with their first catches. Brown with his best throw of the night. Lee approaching 200 yards. And Vegas once again behind the 8 ball. All right, Paul, can they do it again?
We're going to see here, Cam. 1:46 left. The game is on the line here for Vegas, trying to go 2-0. Vancouver looking to go 1-1. Let's see what Eric Price is going to do here with the game on the line.
Price is 12 for 23. $156. 2 picks. 1 in the second quarter, 1 in the third. Britton goes in motion. Price dumps it off. Kimbrell got a block. Kimbrell 30. Kimbrell looking for the sideline and got there. Heads up play from Hubba Kimbrell to find the sideline and stop the clock for a first down.
Absolutely, and Las Vegas already used a timeout on the last drive, and for Kimbrell to be able to get out of bounds on a play that looked like he was not going to be able to get there, is kudos to him for stopping the clock. Still a little bit of time here for Vegas to go down the field here and score.
Looked like Britain got away with a block in the back there. No call. First down, Vancouver creeping up. They bring the blitz from elsewhere. That pass is incomplete. Looking for Britain. Showed outside, blitzed inside. Second down.
Michael Lister in great coverage there. Able to prevent the receiver from catching the ball. Doing a great job there in coverage.
1:36 left. If Vegas loses, they'll fall to 1-1. Arizona will maintain, or will take the lead in the West, rather. If Vancouver wins, they'll go to 1-1, a half game back of Seattle. 2nd and 10. Price to throw, has to dump it off short. Pass caught by Kimbrell. Only a pickup of a couple, and Vegas going to get out of that. 3rd and 8. They have 1 timeout left.
And 1 timeout left. 3rd and 8 here. If they're unable to convert, they can try a 4th and long, but if they are unable to move the chains here on this drive, it's looking like ball game.
Crowd getting loud here on this Week 3 Monday Night Spectacular. Price down the field. That's caught by Wonder. 2nd catch, and Vegas calls a timeout. They are out of timeouts now. Next weekend, or next Monday night, I should say, coming up on Impact Monday, it's Fort Worth, undefeated, 2-0, taking their first trip ever to Tulsa, Paul, where we get to see the Desperados, who off a bye, hoping to get some answers after a sluggish 0-2 start. Fort Worth and Tulsa comes your way next week. That pass knocked away by Lister, incomplete. Toros, Desperados, can't wait to get a up-close and personal look at Fort Worth, who's just been so impressive the first 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Toros, extremely impressive team, as we saw them beat Seattle last week, and an extremely tough team, and Tulsa is a tough team as well. So it's going to be a great game next Monday.
Price has to dump it off to Hubba. Hubba breaks a tackle. Hubba gets, stayed in bounds, and Hubba he did not get out of bounds. A mistake there from Hubba. Now the booth is calling into question whether or not he did step out, which I thought at least initially he did. Chaos there on that play.
Yeah, that's a great call from the booth just to make sure that they're making the right call on this play.
I think he stepped
Great play
out.
there from Kimbrell.
Right there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it.
Right there.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
I think Hubba had a late change of heart trying to get the first down. Yeah, too little too late there from Hubba, but he does stop the clock. That was a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com. So with no timeouts, Vegas does not pick up the first down. 3rd and 3. They are out of field goal range. 1:12 left and no timeouts. Odds stacked against them.
Absolutely, and if I'm Eric Price here, I might try to take a deep shot and maybe go for it all here on 3rd and 3 to catch this Legion defense off guard.
Crowd getting loud in the Delta Dome. Hubba Kimbrell splits out into the pattern. Empty backfield on 3rd and 3. Vancouver brings just 3. Eric Price down the field. Intercepted by Mark Lopez. That's his 2nd of the night. Eric Price with the tackle, but that is your ball game. Vancouver's going to get their first win of the season.
And Mark Lopez sealing the deal for this Legion defense, who played lights out all night with his 2nd interception of this game. Sealing it for the Legion, Cam.
Vancouver playing a couple of heart stoppers to start the season. A 24-17 loss to Alamo City, a 19-10 win over Vegas. This defense is legit. Austin Blanco 0 for 1 tonight, but had a couple of critical handoffs on 3rd and short. The 3rd and short offense was good for Vancouver this evening. He takes the knee and the clock begins to run out. This week's SFL games have nearly concluded, but the SFL party never ends. Join Dave Axis and the party people as he wraps up this week's SFL action on Axis After Dark immediately following tonight's Monday Night Spectacular. What a game.
An absolutely phenomenal game, Cam. As we see Vancouver in victory formation here. The fans are excited. They're jumping out of their seats here as the Legion get a win in the win column and are now heading into week 4 with a 1-1 record.
And Vancouver, for the first time ever, finally takes down Las Vegas, and Arizona claims the top spot in the West. 19-10 Vancouver gets the win over Las Vegas. What a Monday night spectacular it was. Take a look at the final stats and highlights. Coming up, players of the game as well. Who are you going to give it to, Paul?
Oh, man, I would have to say I have to give the player of the game to Achilles Papatonis with 3 sacks, a forced fumble. That's a tough decision because you have Mark Lopez, who had 2 interceptions, 7 tackles himself. And then you have Logan Lee, 29 rushes, 195 yards, 3 receptions, 25 yards. Bunch of big primetime players for this Vancouver Legion team tonight.
Turnovers were the difference, just like in the Louisiana-Baltimore game, in a game that did not separate these teams too much. So, I'm sorry, there was a lot of great candidates in there, Paul, but did you give an official player of the game?
I'm going to go with Achilles Papatonis as my official player of the game on this Monday Night Spectacular.
I think that's a great pick, my friend. He was a huge difference maker. I'll go ahead and give mine to Logan Lee because he played well. He really wore down that Vegas defense. Max Jackson, 14 tackles in the loss, but Papatonis, 3 sacks, a forced fumble. I mean, he was just out of this world. Mark Lopez with a couple of picks. 19-10. Vancouver beats Las Vegas, gets their first win of the season. We'll see you in week 4 and at Axis After Dark. Good night, everybody.